morning, Complecto fam. It's day one in Geneva, and we are starting our week for Watches and Wonders at the home of Frederic Constant, Alpina, and Atelier de Monaco. We're going to take you inside to the manufacturing. We're going to show you how these incredible timepieces are designed and how they're brought to life by the incredible watchmakers. So lock in with us and enjoy the show. When I look at Frederic Constant as a brand, I never would have imagined that it's such a young brand. And I'm looking forward to having that conversation.
This is the prototype of the perpetual calendar.
Wow.
And our perpetual calendar is the most economic in the market.
Yes.
The first atelier is the T0. That's where we do the machining, which means that's where we create the components that are going to be used later to assemble the caliber. The machine can use up to 97 tools, so it's very important to choose the right ones. Once we have the components, they arrive here at T1, which is where we create the heart of the watch. So that's where we assemble the caliber. As you can imagine, it's very technical. It requires a lot of patience. Here you have some examples of the tools that they need to use, because you also have some examples of the components, but the components can be also smaller than that. So they obviously always have tweezers, magnifying glass, etc. We arrive at T2, and it's where we do the encasing. So for the encasing, what happens is that we add all the external parts of the caliber. So we add the dial, the hands, we add the sapphire glass, the case, the crown, all the external parts. And then at T3, we really do the quality control on the piece that is ready. Then, if everything goes all right, we arrive to the last workshop, which is called T4, and that's where we add the strap or the bracelet. And then, otherwise, if there are issues, they come back again, and then they redo the quality control, and hopefully they go to T4. This is really one of the most complex complications that we have in the watchmaking industry, and it's all done, obviously, by hand.
Tourbillon's so romantic.
And at first it was not called Alpina, but it was the Watchmaking Union. It was based in Bienne, so here in Switzerland. So why it was called like this? Because the founder decided to start a collaboration with some other independent watchmakers. Obviously they all had in common the passion for watches, but they were also all alpinists. So that is why when they deposited the design has this triangle shape that represents the mountains.
This is a brand I've not had the pleasure of really seeing that often. It's quite rare.
Yeah,
right?
even because in terms of boutique,
Yeah, I was gonna
it's
say,
very rare
points of
to
sale.
find. You can find some boutiques in the Netherlands.
Are there any points of sale in the US, or it's just like...
It's not a mass production, so
Right.
it's really more on demand.
What would you estimate the annual production for Atelier de Monaco?
I would say 50 or something like that,
50?
even less.
Wow, that's
Even
very,
less.
very small. I didn't come in with any assumptions. I think it looks, in many ways, it looked a lot like what I thought we might see in terms of like the laboratory setup and the white coats and the watchmakers. But to be able to get both the kind of museum tour combined with this behind the scenes look at how the watches get made,
Yeah.
right? And being able to see the process come to life helps to provide a very full picture.